Everyone wants to be entrepreneur these days. Particularly after watching Shark Tank, everyone thinks that he should also have a startup. If you really want to be a businessman, wonderful. But it doesn't work the way it happens in Shark Tank that, I don't like it, sometimes, it's like sabji bhaji, I'll give you this and you take this, itne ka itna percent le lo. That's a very late stage, and all the starting entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs must understand that business is all about fundamentals. And I'm not saying things which are shown there are wrong. They are at a stage once you have really have a lot of product, a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff crystallize. You are already at a certain level. So today's advice to all my friends who are thinking of entrepreneurship or those who are in early days of entrepreneurship, make sure that you get the fundamentals right first. Then Shark Tank kind of things happen at a later stage. What you need to be very clear is number one, what problem you are solving for the customer. So what is your minimum viable product, what we call MVP? आपका MVP क्या है, आपका product क्या है, how is it really going to help customers so that you can offer them value. So number one, this should be very clear. If you do not have a product, if you do not have minimum viable product, if you do not have product offerings, forget about business. Number one, you should be very clear about your product. And if you do not have right kind of product, please spend maximum hours on this particular thing, that what is it which customers are not getting in the market today, and that is where you would like to offer your product or solution or services to the customer. If that fundamental is well taken care, you are on your path of entrepreneurship. अगर वो नहीं है ना तो ठीक कर लो, अभी भी टाइम है, बहुत टाइम है. And I keep saying this, there is no hurry. Don't compete with everyone, compete with yourself. Are you trying for having the best possible product or solution or offering to the customer for which you are going to start the business? So point number one is product. Now, point number two, if you have your product or service or solution very clear in your mind, then what next? How are you going to offer it to your customers in a way that they love your product, they give you right kind of feedback, and if your product is not up to the mark, they become partner in development of your product by giving you feedback, by giving you ideas. And once they love it, they should talk about it. That is the kind of service which you should offer to your customer. If you're not very clear about that, think about this. Number one, product. Number two, customers. If they are getting connected to you through your product, you are on the right path. So that was point number two. Now, point number three, if you have to offer all this, you may start alone, but you will need bunch of people who can help you to facilitate the whole process in a way so that it creates value, it creates profit, it creates interest in your product in the marketplace. So you need to hire a bunch of excellent people, bunch of people who are at least passionate about what you are thinking. So they should be also clear in their minds what product, what customers you're talking about, and how we can beat the competition. Because if your product is not good, if your offering to the customer is not good, and for doing that you need people. So if your people are not capable enough, if you are not capable enough, sharpen your skills, sharpen your hiring, have as much discussions as possible, have proper brainstorming on the process. ये तीन चीजें नहीं है तो ये कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. And I'm also not saying that you always need to hire. You can start solo. There are a lot of businesses where there are solopreneurs, and once you are not able to manage, once you are having a good amount of business built, then you can rope in people. So there is no hurry again, but basics need to be right. And I'm a big advocate of hiring people. But when you hire people, it's a responsibility. You just cannot hire and fire people. It does not work. It works in very big established organizations, but it does not work very well in the startups. That you hire people, you have some idea, then you fight with them, you fire them, then you hire someone else. So it will be like a third class railway ka dabba. Somebody comes, somebody goes, somebody comes, somebody goes. And absolutely there is nobody who is going to take responsibility. Now all this is okay. Do you understand the fundamentals of business? Do you understand profits? Do you understand cash flow? Do you understand investing in innovation? Because this is another thing which I have seen is a lot of people, they don't care about profits, they don't care about cash flow. What they are thinking is because they are into innovation, they can spend hell lot of money just like that. No, that is not the case. It's not business then. You are just wasting your time and money. Innovation must lead to a commercially viable product that can ensure that not only your investments are taken care of, it gives you X returns, multiples of what you have invested. And if that is not clear, don't call it as an innovation. Then you're just wasting your time. These days, you must have seen there are a lot of companies which are being funded, despite being, I don't want to take names, despite being not profitable. Absolutely wrong. It could have worked in their case because some big investors are funding them. Some big VCs have already put their money. So they will keep putting money because otherwise their whole effort and money will go waste. So they will just keep inflating the balloon. But if you are copying their ideas, you are going for a big problem. So don't try to chase the wrong ways, try to create value and strengths in your own way. बंदर मत बनो, imitate मत करो, copy मत करो. Be very, very clear about your idea. And in doing all that, you should be able to create value which your competition cannot provide. Now think of best strong companies globally. Think of Apple, think of Microsoft. They have not done all this what is happening these days, unicorn, sunicorn. Somebody comes and somebody is gone. No, they have created a solid edge in the market and they have won the customers. They have won customers' hearts. That is what you should do. So Shark Tank देखो, excite हो, but implement सही तरीके से करना. All the very best. Thank you.